Hey PokePals, what's going on? Koopa here. Today I want to go over a deck that I haven't seen online very much of people doing profiles or playing at all really, and that's a Trevenant break, but Trevenant break for the standard format, not expanded. Obviously we lost the item lock Trevenant in the shift over to the new format, so we do not have that item lock ability. We also lost Mystery Energy, Dimension Valley, a few key cards that I would say were in a Trevenant deck, or at least a Psychic version of a Trevenant deck, depending on what else you might have used. So I want to go over a standard deck. I haven't seen one online, so I want to do my own and let you guys check it out. So we'll go ahead and start. Of course, we're running 4 Trevenant, or 4 Fantups and 4 Trevenants. I had them shuffled up. We have 4 Fantups, of course, and really we're just using them to get Trevenant. So here's the start of the deck. Trevenant with the Nervous Seed ability. So as long as he's active, your opponent's basic Pokemon costs 1 more energy to attack. Pretty good for a lot of decks. Kind of screws around with everything. Like Volcanion decks are mostly basic, so it hurts them. Mega decks are running the format, I would say, right now with like Mega Mewtwo, Mega Rayquaza, Mega anything really. So because they're evolutions, they might be a bit of a problem, but this isn't necessarily a competitive deck. It's maybe a fun deck, I would say. So we're running 4 Trevenant. Also Energy Press for 1 Psychic and DCE does 70 plus 10 for each energy attached to your opponent's active. So if you're going against, say, a Mega Mewtwo deck, that might not be too bad, as long as you get the first hit in. Plus you're hitting for weakness on Mega Mewtwo, so he's actually a pretty good deck to go against. Of course, we're going to run 3 Trevenant breaks, 160 attack, or 160 HP, and then Silent Fear for 2 energies, let you put 3 damage counters on all your opponent's bench Pokemon, or all Pokemon in general, not just the bench, the active 2. We're running 2 Remoraid and 2 Octillery. No Shaymins, there's reason for that, we'll kind of get into it, but Octillery is pretty good. We're playing the long game, so Octillery allows us to keep going. Curveball here, we're running 2 Slowpokes and 2 Slowkings. And that's because of Slowking's ability, Royal Flash. Once during your turn before you attack, you can flip a coin. If heads, move an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon to one of his or her bench Pokemon. So if you have them both out there and somebody has, say, Mega Rayquaza, even Mega Mewtwo, and you get 2 heads, you move those DCEs back. Definitely with the special energies, it can be crippling, especially for like Mega Ray, because if you're not discarding them, they can't special charge. You're just moving them to, say, a Hoopa. Like, I guess you can retreat Hoopa now, but that's about it. So that's a pretty good curveball. Also, with them, with Trevenant making your opponent cost 1 more energy to attack, it really puts the pressure on when you're moving energy back. So we're running 3 Professor Sycamores and then 2 Ends. It's pretty light, but that's because we're running Octillery. We got 2 Lysanders, mainly because he's such a game-winning card. Like, I don't know very many games that don't end with someone Lysandering out for the win. So 2 of them. I feel like a lot of decks run 2 now that we don't have Battle Compressor to just pull them out in VS Seeker. We are running 2 Wallies because we are running a lot of evolutions. So I want to go ahead and put that in. We're also running 1 Shauna, mainly because sometimes I don't want to discard my hand with a Sycamore, and I also, if I'm winning, I don't want to end. So Shauna's kind of just an alternate what if. We got Teammates because we have a lot of little Pokemon that will get knocked out. Then we got Karen, same reason, we got a lot of little Pokemon. If you discard Pokemon, you can get them all back with Karen, put them all back into your deck. We're running 3 Ultra Balls, not 4, and that's because we're running 3 Dive Balls. A lot of great synergy since we're running so many water Pokemon, such as Octillery and Slowking. So 3 of the balls. Then we got 2 Float Stones, because we have no Mystery Energy, so if Trevenant comes out forcefully by your opponent, 3 energies is allowed to discard, so we got Float Stone. Probably a controversial move. I'm only running 2 VS Seeker. Honestly, I couldn't really find room for what I would want to take out for more. Oftentimes I find my, if I have used more, or even opponents, like, luck hits and you always get your VS Seekers in your opening hand. I just like 2, it works for me. You probably disagree. If you do, switch out other cards, it's no big deal. We're running 3 Trainer Mails just for consistency, to get items and kind of get through your deck. 1 Super Rod, 1 Escape Rope, Parallel City Stadium, mostly because Mega Ray, and I mean, really, you could just not use it because everybody else is using one, so I mean, you don't need a full bench. All you really need is an Octillery, 2 Slowkings, and then 2 Trevenants, and that's all you really need. And I mean, that's your full bench and active slot. 2 Silent Labs, just because we want to stay in the Stadium War. I feel like anything less than 3, you'll probably not have the advantage when it comes to stadiums. Also, we don't have any Pokemon, any basic with abilities, so Silent Lab does not hurt us at all. And then, of course, for the energies, we are running 7 Psychic, and then 4 DCE. Of course, we can't run Mystery Energy anymore because it's out of format, so DCE it is. As you can see, Trevenant Break's attack really isn't the main attack for this deck anymore. It's the energy press on the actual Trevenant card. Mostly because, I mean, if you get a good start, you may be able to put on the pressure with Trevenant Break, but otherwise, energy press does, I mean, 70 plus 10 for each energy on your opponent's active. So you probably want to end up using that, but you can always use Silent Fear too. I mean, they'll cost the same, minus 1 energy on Silent Fear. So that is my deck for Trevenant Break in Standard. Not too different really from a regular item lock deck I would run. I really like the water line of Octillery and Slowking with Dive Ball. I feel like water decks are almost overpowered because of Dive Ball. So any chance I get to use them, I try. Anyways, guys, this is Koopa. If you like the deck list, go ahead and try it. If you have changes, let me know what you would do. This is my list. This is what I would use. And until next time, guys, take care and laters.